Well, hello lads, I welcome you all to a continuation of our Shattered Time Rewind series, and I think we don't need to talk much, and we gotta continue on our quest of saving Natsuki. I fall to the ground after losing my balance. I can feel my tears returning as I angrily pound my fist into the ground. Damn it! Goodbye for now, Atazoth. No, no! I have to save you! I can't let you die. I won't fail you. Not like I failed Kotonoha. You hear me? I started crying uncontrollably as I hang my head down in shame. A soul for a soul. Make the right decision, Atazoth, and her life will be spared. June 3rd, 2019. We cannot fuck up, otherwise the Rankas will fucking eat us. No, I swore! I'll have to censor it. I wake up to find myself on the ground, my head springing up from the pavement as I'm gasping for breath. As I rub my eyes, I feel tears in them. Was I crying? That's when I remember. I saw Natsuki. I was in some kind of empty void where I also met him. I think back to what he said, as well as whatever Amy was screaming at me as she tried to bludgeon me to death with that random bat. A soul for a soul. Do I seriously need to kill someone to make this happen? I know I beat the living shit out of Joishiro, but this just because he's an annoying little shithead and a waste of oxygen. If anything, I'd be doing the world a favor taking him out of the picture, but... I gulp as I get to my feet and proceed to walk into the house, as I have done so many times already. I take a seat at the table, making sure I don't knock over any empty beer bottles. I'd rather not wake up Natsuki or her psycho-killer father. I run my hands through my hair. I can't do this. I can't! What the hell am I even supposed to do here? I look up at the ceiling in frustration. Too bad the answer won't just descend from the sky like some kind of angel from above. No, that's silly talk. Then again, I am stuck in some kind of time loop after going through a ritual for some interdimensional being who sounds like Satan. At this point, anything is possible. As I lower my head back down, my eyes land on the outdated phone. I'm not sure why, but I get up and walk over to it. It's probably not the best idea to make a phone call from the from the homeowner's phone after you just broke in, but there is something I need to know for sure. It was Amy's harebrained scheme in the first place, so what if I... Even if she hasn't technically done anything yet, she'd still at least believe me if I mentioned Taranka's status since she's so obsessed with him. I didn't know her number though. Ugh. Why would I have her number anyway? It's not like we ever spoke on a regular basis. Nor would I ever want to, given how much of a psychotic chick she is. What do you find psychotic at? As if, she's just a girl who makes demonic rituals in her free time. Normal stuff. This is when I look over at the address book. She went on and on about how they're such great friends, so maybe Natsuki has her number in here. It's worth a shot. I thumbed through the pages and sure enough, I find what I'm looking for. Amy Shido. Thank you, outdated address book. And with that, I place a phone call to Amy from Natsuki's home phone. Talk about a convoluted way of making a phone call. I shall scratch my arm first, before making it, though. It rings for a while, and I'm almost about to hang up after realizing how stupid this idea was. That is, until I hear a familiar voice on the other end. Okay, I love this transition. I have no idea how you did it, though. But this is really cool. This is really dope. Hello? Hey, Amy. Atazoth? What are you doing calling me? You're not trying to come on to me in the middle of the night, are you? What the No, you pervert! Why would I ever call you unless this was important? Whatever, you beast. You do realize how late it is, don't you? Now that I'm looking at it, why does the caller ID say this is Nat's house? Can you tell me what's going on? Because I'm calling you from Nat's house. There's a momentary silence on the other end before she speaks again. You beast, I see what you're doing. Why does she look excited? Why is she so nonchalant about this? You know what? I'm not surprised. It's Amy we're talking about. You're so obsessed with Natsuki that you broke into her house to have your way with her. Did you take your stupid pills before bed? Shut up and listen to me. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm actually from the future. Natsuki is going to die tonight, and after I speak to you tomorrow, I'm going to make some kind of bargain with Tarankas. Natsuki is going to die? Are you telling the truth? Do you think I would have broken into Natsuki's house just to fail saving her 3 times already? I know it sounds crazy, but I swear that I am. Like I said, you are the one who sent me back into the past and told me about Tarankas in the first place. This is like my 4th or 5th attempt at trying to save her. I even got to speak to Tarankas after you bludgeoned me to death for messing up. I did what? Yeah, and you're lucky I don't go over there to teach you some manners. Gosh, Atazoth, I didn't realize you like to be so rough. This is not the time for you to be some psycho pervert, you freak. Natsuki's dad is going to wake up and kill her any moment now. Unless, of course, he decides to kill me first. Which he's already done, by the way. Kaito Sairenji. I knew there was something wrong with that man. It's a shame fate decided to make dear Nat be his daughter. Do you know how he's going to kill her? He's going to force her into some kind of messed up double suicide, only for him to check out at the last minute. Look, you and Tarankas told me that an exchange has to be made for this thing to work. A soul for a soul. There is another moment of silence on the other end. This is all making me feel nauseous. Amy? You bargained with Tarankas, correct? Yes, that's what I've been saying this whole time. With this ritual, there does indeed have to be an exchange. When you bargain with Tarankas to save a life, another life must be extinguished in its place. No. Don't tell me. You can't possibly mean... Yes. In order for our life to go on, someone must die as a result of your actions. No, I can't. I don't want to kill anyone. Relax, Atazoth. If I die today, that means Natsuki's life will be saved and tomorrow will come for her. What? No way, there has to be another way. There isn't another way. The will of Tarankas is absolute, because you intervened by letting me know I can die a martyr for my friend and the ritual will have succeeded. Okay, look, I know I called you a psycho and a pervert, but that doesn't mean I want you to die instead. And it's your birthday tomorrow and all, so come on. I don't want anyone to die. Can you just tell me more about the so-called rules about this ritual? There has to be another way. There has to be. And I tell you, there is no other way. Okay, I know that last episode I absolutely hated Amy. And I still do, but it's a lovable kind of hate. I like the character. No, I like... How do I say this? I like how the character is made. I hate the character though. Like, fuck Amy. But I love how she is written. It's really good. Also respect that she's willing to sacrifice herself for her friend. That I can respect. Alright, wait, did I read that? I already told you there is no other way. Alright, I understand everything loud and clear. Are you listening to me? Stop! Whatever you're about to do, just stop everything. I'll go over there. We can talk this through. There is no point in dragging this out any longer, Atazoth. Thank you for telling me the truth about Natsuki's death. With that, I can finally do something to save her. Thank you, Atazoth. Listen, Goodbye. Amy, no, come back, I don't... The line goes dead. I can't believe what I've done. So then the both of them really weren't lying. It's like some really fucked up game of economics. There has to be some kind of even exchange between souls, like they're just currency in some fucked up stock market. No matter what I do, someone has to die on this day. I know Amy was never really my friend. I know I never spoke to Amy, and though she was some kind of perverted freak. But I didn't want her to die. I don't know where she lives, damn it. Slamming the phone back down, I storm out of the house, hoping to avoid detection. Hell, even if I did know where she lived, who's to say I'd even make it in there in time to stop her? I knew where Kotonoha lived, and I obviously couldn't help her. I'd just be wasting my time. I tried to run, but my legs feel very weak. I drop to my knees. My hands are very shaky as I hold them out in front of me. I can feel my heart racing, my lungs working overtime as I try to calm myself down. I try to get up, only to tumble back down again. What kind of f***ing ritual is this? What was it that Yuri said again? Wait, Yuri! I prop myself up against the wall, trying my best to calm down. Yuri said she would still be working on trying to find an answer to this mess despite the time loop resetting everything. Maybe I should check on her. Once I feel that I'm able to stand on my feet, I head over to Yuri's house. I more or less remember the way, considering hers and Natsuki's houses are in the same area. There we go. I walk up to the door and pound on it, only to stop myself for thinking what happened the last time I saw her and Mio. The police. What did they? I'm caught off guard when the door opens. Atazoth? What are you doing here? First, let me check something. Do you remember what I said about Amy? Oh, yes. Of course I do, Atazoth. Okay, just checking to see if that magic, metal ring, or whatever actually works or not. Yes, I can assure you that I wasn't making it up. At this point, I wish you and Amy were making this whole thing up. Why? What happened? Come inside and tell me. She ushered me inside and I took my place on the couch. I met Hemiere. Who? I met Tarankas. When I tried to bend the rules, he burned down the school and Mio was... Mio? Mio wasn't in the classroom when that happened. What? Yes. I'm aware about the fire. Mio told me so herself since I've secluded myself to this house this whole time. Apparently she needed to go to the bathroom and there was a loud explosion. When she went to see what happened, that's when she saw that your homeroom class was at the place. She fled along with the other students trying to get away. She's alive? My voice cracks as I bury my face in my hands. I feel tears of relief streaming down my face. Yes, she only just narrowly escaped with her life in the nick of time. Oh, thank God. Going back to what you said before though, you met Tarankas, yeah? I try to regain my composure as I look her in the eyes. I saw the fire, I saw the classroom, I saw the bodies, so I ran out of there. That's when I ran into Amy, and that psychotic bitch beat me to death with a bat. My goodness, she's even more deranged than I thought. That's not all. Before the loop reset itself, I was in the middle of nowhere with darkness all around me. That's when I heard his voice. He told me he killed Mio, and that's when it hit me. That son of a bitch told me he killed Mio. He told me if I didn't do what he wanted, he'd burn down my house with my mom in it. Tarankas is known to say whatever he must in order to get what he wants. What he wants. Apparently all he wants is to live in a perfect world, but I don't see how doing this is going to accomplish that. I wish I knew. I never met him or heard his voice, but my grandmother, aunt, and mother have known him all their lives. That goes for me, as well as cousin Kotanoha. He said that I belong to him. He said that I have to do whatever he wants. He also told me that to fulfill the ritual, I had to make an exchange. Amy was shouting about an exchange too, when she was going psycho on me. Oh dear, I could have sworn I read something like that in one of these books, but I was hoping I was wrong. What did it say? Well, sadly, some of the pages were torn out of the book, but it mentioned something about a curse you place on someone with a wish in their heart. It's oddly similar to another ritual disguised as a game mentioned in the book, but that one is nothing but lies and deception. They're only meant to appease Tarankas and Zhertia with their twisted desires. So, he's even more fucked than I already thought he was. For lack of a better way to put it, precisely. A soul for a soul. Is that what you're referring to? Yeah, they both said the same thing. In order for me to survive, another person must die. I couldn't do it, Yuri. I know I'm almost beat the shit out of Joishiro, but that was an accident. I don't want to go out and intentionally kill someone for no other reason. I can't just... I'm trembling again, and my voice starts cracking as I feel tears in my eyes again. I'm surprised when Yuri sits beside me and puts her arms around me. I know, Atazoth. You're a good person. Time just hasn't been very kind too. You've just had to experience a lot of terrible things and face many hardships. You've had a difficult life, but even still, you're every bit of the sweet, gentle soul Kotonoha used to make you out to be. If only she could be here right now. She almost always knew what to say in times like these. I miss her. I know. I miss her too. I know she wouldn't want to see you suffering like this. Why did she... Come on, no. Why? That's when I hear Yuri trying to stifle her sobs, but failing miserably. I wish I knew Atazoth. I had no idea things were that bad enough for her to do that. You know how she was, though. As much as a wonderful person she was stubborn at times. In fact, I feel as though she wouldn't ask for help directly, even if she needed it. Yes, I couldn't have said it better myself. It seems Natsuki wasn't the only one too sweet for her own good, then, or however I may put it. Natsuki? Hmm. Ripples away from me, having calmed down a little bit from before. Now that I think about it, I can see some similarities between the both of them. I suppose it's no wonder they got along so well. Wait, they knew each other? Not the point to the point of being best friends, but I did see Kutanoa talking to her on occasion back then. I never really thought much of it at the time, but from what I do know about Natsuki, I think it all makes sense now. Wait, didn't we see that in the journal though? That I guess maybe a small mistake or maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. But I think he said that he read in the notebook in like Natsuki's diary that they talked about to each other a bit. I wipe away the last of my tears as I sit back on the couch. Back to topic though. I cannot speak, Jesus Christ. So aware of the soul for a solo exchange. What did you make of that exactly? I mean, in the sense of whose life was it that needed to be extinguished? Well, I kinda figured that since her father is the one that kills her, he was the one that needed to die. Hmm, that is a logical conclusion, although something doesn't feel right. I feel as though we are missing something here, and those torn pages had to be the key. Does that mean, like I said, I couldn't do it in the end, so the old bastard is alive and well, as much as I hate to admit it. I don't know who's more crazy between him or Amy. Oh damn it. Amy. What about Amy? Did she do something? Yes. Now this is going to sound like some bad Florida man joke, but when I broke into Natsuki's house, I called Amy. Huh? I didn't know what else to do, okay? You do some stupid shit when you're under pressure, you know? My apologies. Please continue. On the way, I fessed up to her that I was from the future and I knew about the ritual. I even told her about how I met Rankus and the whole soul for a soul thing. How did she respond? This is the messed up part. She was silent for a moment before asking me to repeat myself. Then she straight up tells me she's going to die as a martyr to save Natsuki's life. Yuri's eyes widen in shock, and she falls back in the couch a little. I tried telling her to stop, but she wouldn't listen to me. No, Atazoth, you're not the one at fault here. Remember, there is a good chance she's a descendant of the Dark Interlopers, as I am. Unlike me, however, her ancestors are most likely among those who remain completely loyal to Terankas. Those who would be willing to do anything to satisfy him. I didn't think she would be that delusional as to take her own life. Well, apparently she is. She hung up on me after that and I stormed out of the house. I didn't have a clue where she lives, so I couldn't even try to stop her. Even if you did, Atazoth, I had the feeling she still wouldn't listen to reason. I'm honestly at a loss for words right now, but not because I'm feeling a sense of grief or sadness over her death. If anything, I'm utterly stunned she would even go to such lengths as to please the Rankas. Utterly disgusting. There's no use crying over her now, Atazoth. My suspicions proved to be correct in believing Kame was a lost cause. There was nothing else you could have done. After all, didn't you say that before this she killed you? Yeah, and I still haven't forgiven her for that. That doesn't mean I wanted her to die, though. I know. I'm not blaming you. All I'm saying is that no matter what you did, Amy would have done anything if it meant carrying out the will of Tarankus. Even if it was something awful or criminally wrong, she wouldn't have cared. If anything, she most likely saw herself as some sort of divine agent of his. Tarankus isn't some kind of god, though, is he? Honestly, I'm not even sure. Details on where he came from and his origins are very unclear, outside of what details he did share with his followers. As such, they all blindly worshipped him as a god, given his otherworldly powers and knowledge of the universe. I guess that makes sense. Damn, hearing that voice of his just... It felt so chilling and sinister. The whole time he was giving off some murderous vibes. That doesn't surprise me at all. Well, for the time being, there isn't much else we can do aside from trying to play things by ear for tomorrow. So, does that mean you're coming back to school? Yes. I'm still not convinced the conditions for the course have been satisfied, and if there are even any set conditions, I want to continue monitoring things as best I can. Yawn! So make sure you're at school tomorrow as well. Alright. I get off the couch and Yuri walks me over to the door. Oh, by the way. Yes? What happened with the cops at the door? Oh, that. Yes, I'm surprised to remember that, considering you're practically out cold by then. Well, by the time I was about to open the door, I didn't have to talk to any of the officers there because the world just collapsed and fell into darkness. I'm not even sure how best to describe it. The next thing I knew, I found myself back here in my living room cleaning up as I was doing the previous night. I looked at the clock in my calendar, and sure enough, time had rewound itself. I got a call from Miho as well, since she seemed so confused and shaken about the experience. So lucky for all of us. We didn't have to deal with any police. I'd like to hope we won't have to in the future. Yeah. I told you it was an accident. I know it was Atazoth. I just hope that you think your actions... that you think your actions through a little better. I'm trying. What? I don't know who's more stubborn between Yoriko and Noha. Good night, Yuri. Good night, Atazoth. With that, lads, we end the episode. Today was a heavy one. Not gonna lie. Jesus. A soul for a soul, eh? Oh. We'll see. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the episode. Press like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.